China's planning for a possible invasion of Taiwan now focuses on the challenge of transporting troops and heavy equipment across the water. To expand its amphibious capacity, Beijing is using civilian ships to act as military carriers in what many analysts describe as a shadow navy. At the heart of this approach is the conversion of ferries, cargo vessels, and roll-on, roll-off ships into platforms that can carry troops, tanks, and supplies across the Taiwan Strait. This blending of civilian and military assets is what observers have begun to call a shadow navy. China's navy does not have enough dedicated amphibious ships to move the large number of forces needed for an invasion. By tapping into its vast commercial fleet, Beijing can multiply its transport capacity many times over. Civilian ferries that normally carry cars and passengers can be fitted to load armored vehicles. Cargo ships that usually haul containers can be used to deliver heavy equipment directly onto beaches. Because these vessels are already part of China's maritime economy, they can be mobilized quickly under state orders. Exercises in southern China have shown how this would work in practice. Civilian ferries have been observed driving onto shorelines, lowering ramps, and unloading military vehicles in coordinated drills. Cargo ships have rehearsed beaching maneuvers and rapid unloading under military supervision. These are not routine port operations. They are rehearsals for how to move large numbers of troops and equipment in a short time across multiple landing points. The drills test speed, sequencing, and protection, critical factors if China were to attempt a cross-strait assault. The advantage of this system lies in scale and ambiguity. With hundreds of civilian ships available, China can move far more forces than its navy alone could manage. At the same time, these vessels look like ordinary commercial traffic until they are mobilized, making it harder for Taiwan and its allies to detect the moment an invasion begins. This dual-use approach also allows China to spread its landings across many beaches, overwhelming defenses that are prepared for only a few likely targets. For Taiwan, the challenge is not just military, but psychological. The presence of civilian ships in an invasion force blurs the line between commerce and combat, complicating decisions about when to respond. It also fits into a broader pattern of Chinese pressure, using Coast Guard vessels, maritime militias, and drones to test boundaries and normalize aggressive behavior. In this way, the Shadow Navy is part of a larger strategy that mixes conventional military power with irregular and civilian tools to keep opponents off balance. What emerges is a picture of preparation that goes beyond traditional warships and fighter jets. China is rehearsing how to turn its commercial shipping industry into a wartime asset, giving it mass, speed, and unpredictability. For Taiwan and its partners, the question is how to counter a force that can appear ordinary until the moment it becomes an invasion fleet. This is why analysts describe the Shadow Navy not as a side project, but as a central element of Beijing's planning for a possible conflict in the Taiwan Strait.